what they don't realize. Teams is it's how people make a living, Art. You feel me? There's guys in the NFL that only play teams.
Nick Williams.
Yes, sir.
Their first win is in the books, man. TCU went down.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. We here. We here now. So the film is out and ain't no more hiding for us. We're here.
Yeah, now people know.
They know.
And one thing about knowing, man, we always knew and we always believed.
We always believed since the time all of us got here. Everybody in this building believed. It was just the outside, but that doesn't really matter, you know.
Yeah, I know we got out of there to win, but I know y'all standing on defense. We gave up a lot of points, had some MAs. What were your thoughts, during the game?
During the game, I was excited to see guys on the sideline never give up. Guys stick together. We all believed throughout the whole game, the entire game, that we would win. It was just a matter of time on who would make that play. And what I was excited about, like I said, is just seeing the guys stick together. And that's a test of Coach Prime. When I got here, my thought process on winning changed. Now I expect to win every game.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of aura and the energy that Coach Prime has. And when you're around him, it just rubs off on you.
Absolutely.
I thought I was a winner prior to getting here. Now I'm a winner. And I don't care what you say, I'm a winner.
Man.
Good. How many minutes? 2. Good. Good, fellas.
I noticed that as well, that no matter how the game ebbed and flowed, no matter what happened, the confidence in each unit, special teams, defense, offense, it never wavered. There was never a doubt on that sideline that we're not going to be victorious.
Resilient
Yeah.
is what I saw. And I just saw guys encouraging each other. Hey, man, even when a guy made a bad play or didn't do his job, hey, man, I believe in you. Let's go. Like, on to the next. Short memory, next play mentality. And that's rare when you have a bunch of different guys from everywhere. But like I said, this program and what we've all has built throughout the time of getting here is kind of, you saw it on Saturday, but it's out the way and we're on to the next. Don't stick. Okay, you can't just think you know it and then you take a day off. We got a quick turnaround this week. You notice the last game we had about 10 to 12 practices to get ready for them guys. Now we got about 3 days. Okay, so it's important that you guys look over the information every night.
Well, before we go on to the next, you talked about resiliency and sticking together, emotions. There was a moment of you and Coach Prime toward the end of the game. Really in the last, minutes, last seconds of the game.
Yes,
it looked pretty emotional on the cameras. Talk to us about that. Take us through that moment.
Oh yeah, the end of the game. What people don't realize is throughout my coaching career, the last 6 years, I've worked my butt off. Even when I was a student assistant, I always knew I would be here in this moment. I didn't know I would be working for a Hall of Famer. I just knew I would one day have my own room. And my mom, her name is Burnett Williams, and she watched me my 6 years, and she helped me. She encouraged me when times got hard. And I was struggling, and she helped my wife and I. And what happened on the sideline was right when I got a good job at Texas A&M, she passed away. She died. So I felt her, I heard her talking to me on the sideline like, hey boy, I see you, and I felt my mom, and that's what it was. I just wish my mom had been there for that moment to see us do something that they'll be talking about for, forever. We created history, and that's what that was. Now, Coach Prime, the things he was saying to me, if you ever get a moment with him, he can break anybody down.
Yeah.
So, I want to keep that between me and him, but I appreciate the words, encouraging words that he said to me. He knew something was on my heart, and he said some things to me that I won't ever forget for the rest of my life, to be honest with you, Neely.
Yeah.
And I would like to keep that between me and him, but I was just thinking about my mom. I just wish she had been there, but she was.
Yeah.
She was there. I felt her.
Yeah.
That's what I think people don't realize is that's why I kind of got emotional, just thinking about Burnett Williams.
And one thing I've always told you, Coach Nick, and encouraged you, when I get the opportunity to pour into you, because you always pour into me when we chat,
Yes, sir.
is I love that about you, man. Like, you know how to do things with emotion without being emotional.
Yes, sir.
Like, you're not making emotional decisions, but you don't shy away about letting somebody know you're mad, you happy, you sad, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, my dad, you know, I kind of always wore my feelings on my sleeve, but I've grown into exactly what you just said. Show your emotions, but don't be emotional, you know, and I think I'm better at that now that I'm 33. So, but that's what that moment was, you know, and I didn't realize anybody was filming me. I didn't know, but just the encouraging words Coach Prime had for me, I remember that forever.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, hit. Good, there it is, just like that. Next guy up. I like it. That'll work. That'll work this week. Here we go. Okay, hit. Tell him something. Head, neck, and shoulders. Good.
And I know you are a go-getter, workaholic.
Yes, sir.
But do you ever take a moment and realize and appreciate that you're just 33? I mean, when you look at Coach Kelly in this building, been coaching longer than you've been alive. You know, Coach DT, longer than you've been alive. Now, I know you're not resting and stopping, but, man, you're 33.
Yeah, I never think about it. Because when I see Coach DT, I'm like, man, how can I get like that right now? And I know it won't ever happen until I put the time in, but I'm going to try to be like Coach DT and Coach Kelly. I want to speed up my knowledge of the game, but in order to do that, I got to work harder. Like, man, we made so many mistakes, and I got to get them fixed, like, right now, because we got Nebraska, we're home to Nebraska, and I got to get this shit fixed. Ain't no time for sleeping. Ain't no time for sleeping. I need about 4 hours a night, 4 or 5 hours, and I'm good.
All right, cover 4, cover 6. Know what you got to do, man. You got to study at night. Don't forget about Breeze and Favre, all right? Yeah. Don't forget about 2 Flacco, okay? 2, as well as 2 Flyers. Y'all good on it? Some of our third down calls.
Let's talk about Nebraska. We're all new here, but we're not new to rivalries. We understand rivalries. You know, you, Georgia, Florida, me, Jack State, Alcorn. So, like, we know rivalries. You can feel in this building that this just ain't another game.
You know what, Neely? I shouldn't even have this red pen. I'm gonna throw that away. And that's just what it is. It's a rivalry. It's personal, and we're gonna be ready to play. All right. And I'm gonna just leave it at that, Neely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we got a couple more days of practice and then a mental rep on Friday.
Yes, sir.
What are you looking for out of your room, to get there?
The biggest jump is from week 1 to week 2. I just want them to improve on the MAs. Now, I think the effort was there. We ran to the ball. We gave great effort, but we got to learn how to think when we're tired. And that's called strain. And I think that's the biggest thing for my guys is learn how to strain, and then the MAs will go down because, hey, but it starts in practice. We got to run to the ball every play in practice. We got to condition ourselves in practice to be ready for a game, and we'll be ready.
Yeah, Coach Prime has preached, man, to y'all, his coaches. If you don't see it in practice, you're not going to see it in the game.
And that's the way you practice is how you're going to play. And I think he practiced hard. He said it. He said his best plays were in practice. And I believe that. And once I bought into that philosophy, I'm going to push my guys. They know it. They better be. It's hard to take a practice off with me now. It's going to be hard.
I would say we coming, but we here.
Man, we here. Let's do it. We here. Cool. All right. Eyes on the man. Watch DV. I know what he's doing. I know he got that man, because look at him. This is going to be all right. We're going to get better. Y'all just got to get addicted to the process, man. Composure and physicality is the only way we're going to win this game, y'all. All right?
And I was discussing something that touched his life that propelled him to be who he is today. I want you to mention names, but you gotta let them know
So,
what's personal.
so Coach Prime asked me a question today, correct? He said you ever had a personal situation you had to handle that really touched you, that really drove you to work hard? I said, yeah, Coach. Immediately I thought about a coach when I was a student assistant at the University of Georgia. Room just like this, players, coaches. Motherfucker told me, you ain't gonna never be no fucking coach. What? Put a battery in my back, fellas. I was a student assistant, I was working for free. Came every day, my first 2 years I worked for free. I didn't need immediate gratification. I knew where I was gonna be. in a couple of years. I knew I was gonna be here. I just didn't know it was gonna be for a Hall of Famer. Took that shit personal. You feel me, Shane? Still to this day, I think about that. He's still coaching. Power 5 school. Can't wait to run into him. Hey, what's up? How you doing? That's what I'm gonna do to him. Remember me? You remember me? I was that guy you said, well, will never be no fucking coach. I'm here now. We here. Y'all ready to go? Yes, sir. This shit personal. Love y'all.